Good afternoon, kids, parents, grandparents, and friends of the family. I hope you remember me. I'm Michael Miropolsky, music director of the Cascade Symphony Orchestra, and I'm happy to invite you to our 2021 children's concert, Discover Your Passion. Unfortunately, we will not be able to greet you in person today, but we have prepared for you an amazing program featuring the most exotic section of the symphony orchestra, the percussion section. We will also introduce to you the winners of the Cascade Symphony Orchestra Rising Star competition. And now I would like to invite our principal percussionist, Ian Alvarez, who will take you on an exciting journey demonstrating all sorts of percussion instruments. So, let's discover your passion.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome everybody to what I feel is a really exciting part of this afternoon's presentation. Again, my name is Ian Alvarez, and I've been playing and teaching music to children in the greater Edmonds community for over 30 years. You may have seen me teaching band and orchestra for the Edmonds Public School District, or perhaps playing percussion instruments for the Cascade Youth Symphony Orchestra. Today, I represent the Cascade Symphony Orchestra as their percussion leader. It's my job to make sure all the players and their percussion instruments they require are ready for each rehearsal and concert. This can be an overwhelming responsibility because there are so many instruments and mallets that might be called for while playing in a symphony orchestra. Fortunately, I have a large collection of instruments, which you'll soon see, which are used constantly to make great music with my fellow percussion members. Believe it or not, I get to play with my former students and my daughter Mackenzie in the percussion section of the Cascade Symphony Orchestra. Well, I did bring some exotic instruments from the percussion section, and I'll go over them one at a time. Let's start with this one. It's a brake drum. You find it behind the tire of your car. It helps your car stop, and it makes a cool metallic sound. We use that in West Side Story by Bernstein, and it's really fun to play. Our next instrument here is the tambourine, and you've probably all played it, seen it. You can use your fingers. And there's a lot of performance techniques to have fun with this instrument. Our next instrument is this bell tree. Makes a beautiful shimmering sound. It's frequently used in television and movies for flashback scenes where you look at a character's life from many years before and provides a nice sound transition. Then this is a flex tone. A lot of cool percussion instruments that are weird and unusual can be found in cartoons. The flex tone. At home, you probably have a bike, and maybe your parents bought you a bicycle horn. American in Paris by George Gershwin uses a pole with a whole bunch of these bicycle horns mounted on it. And then everybody loves the gong. And when you go to the Addams Family door and ring the bell, what you hear is this sound. It's one of our favorite instruments to play in the percussion section, the gong. So the timpani, which I'm going to play now, make a giant sound. And we're going to play the sound of the giant that Jack and the Beanstalk meets. So Jack climbs up, he's on the cloud, and the giant says... And then Jack is really afraid, and he has to run. Will Jack get away? Will the giant capture him? We'll never know. Now we're going to introduce to you the bass drum and the cymbal that Mackenzie will play, and I'll play the snare drum. And you've all heard a march in a parade. Well, I'm going to do the Mickey Mouse March. Here it is.
And now I would like to introduce to you our 2020 Rising Star competition winners. Second runner-up is 14-year-old flutist Joseph John. Joseph will perform Caprice number 24 by Niccolò Paganini.
Hi there, my name is Mackenzie Alvarez, and I'm a member of the Cascade Percussion Ensemble and a member of the percussion section in the Cascade Symphony Orchestra. So today, my friends, we're going to be talking about quarter notes and eighth notes. You might know those as ta and titi, do and do-day, or something else, but today we are using fruits. So, when you learn English and when you talk about words and grammar in your normal classroom, you might hear the word syllables. And syllables are all about how many sounds there are in different words. For instance, if you're saying the word video, you have 3 syllables, video. For our apples, we have 2 syllables, apple, just like our 2 eighth notes, tt, or 1 and. So I'm going to put out a whole measure of apples, which means that we have 4 sets of eighth notes. Apple, 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 apple. Clap a steady beat and say that with me. Apple, 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 apple. Try it, your turn, here you go. Apple, 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 apple. One last time, say it again. Apple, 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 apple. Awesome. You are now an eighth note master. I did forget to bring 2 more limes, so we'll have to pretend that there are 4 limes here on this table for our 4 quarter notes. Can you say lime, 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 lime? Good job. Lime, 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 lime. Awesome. You're now a quarter note expert as well. So, we're going to try mixing up some of our rhythms now, like a mixed fruit bowl. So, take a few seconds and look at what fruits we have here. We have 2 apples for our 2 eighth notes. Apple, lime, apple, lime. Take a few seconds to figure out how you might clap that rhythm. Awesome job. I'm going to show you how it goes, my turn and then your turn. And I'll make sure to give you a point when it's your turn to clap. 1, 2, my turn, then yours. Apple, lime, apple, lime. Good job. Apple, lime, apple, lime. Awesome. Let's switch it up again. So now we have apple, apple, lime, lime, or 1 and 2 and 3, 4, or t, 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 ta, ta. Say that with the fruit names ready. Here I go. Apple, apple, lime, lime. Your turn. Try that. Here you go. Good job. We'll do one more combination and then I'll let you use your own fruits at home to make up your very own rhythms. Okay. This time we're going to put the limes at the beginning of the measure. So this measure would sound like lime, lime, apple, apple. Say that with me. Here we go. Lime, lime, apple, apple. Awesome. If you repeated it after me, you're just being a total all-star. Let's say that one a few times. My turn, your turn. So I say it first, and then it's your turn to go. 1, 2, ready, here I go. Lime, lime, apple, apple. Lime, lime, apple, apple. One more time. Good job. So my friends, if you have fruit at home, you can use them to make up your very own rhythm combinations. Limes, peaches, grapes, those are all great quarter notes. You could use huckleberries for your 16th notes, apples, oranges. That one's a little bit tricky, but you get the picture. Use your own fruits at home or vegetables at home or anything else where you can count those syllables to create your very own rhythm creations. Bye!
First runner-up is 9-year-old pianist Jimmy Huang. Jimmy will perform third movement from Beethoven's Sonata Pathétique.
Hi there, it's Mackenzie again, and today I'm going to show you how you can drum at home. First things first, you need your drum. You can use a table, a big old box like I have. You can use a pot, a pan if you have a parent's permission, anything but your younger brother or sister, and especially your dog or cat. Leave them be. So, once you have your drum, then you need your sticks. I chose to use 2 pens here. You can use pencils. If you have drumsticks at home, that's awesome. But any object that you have 2 of. So you want to make sure that they're about the same length. Doesn't matter if they're the same color, but they're the same length so you can hold them and play right and easy. So, in music class, you might have learned how to hold a drumstick or a rhythm stick or a mallet for a xylophone or marimba. We are going to hold the pens the same way. So you've got your hand holding around like this, no bad fingers pointing, just wrap your hand around. Awesome. I'm going to play a couple simple rhythms, and we're going to do a my turn, your turn. So I'll play the rhythm and you play it back. My turn first. Good. Awesome job! Those last ones were pretty tricky, and I bet you did an amazing job making them sound great. So, now's your turn. Use your drum and use your sticks to create your very own rhythms and go from there. I hope you have an awesome time drumming at home, my friends. Goodbye!
And now, the winner of the Rising Star competition, 15-year-old cellist, William Miguel Johnson. William will perform Gigue from Suite Number 3 by Johann Sebastian Bach. Let's now give a round of applause to these young, talented musicians and wish them the best of luck in pursuing their musical careers.
I'm going to talk briefly about the score we percussionists read. You're going to hear a quintet called Gainsborough, and our music notes are organized from high to low. The two marimbas, also playing vibes and bells, are the highest. The snare drum is in the middle. The timpani and the bass drum are down at the bottom of the score, and we can see all of the music go by like a graph in real time. Very exciting. Now that's similar to the way the full orchestra score works. The higher instruments from the woodwind family are on the top, and then all the woodwinds, the higher instruments from the brass happen, horns, trumpets, trombones, tuba. Then the percussion, we're down here in the middle of the score, because at the bottom are what the family of orchestra instruments is all about, the strings, the violins, violas, cellos, and basses. And this piece here is an hour long, so it's a pretty thick score. Our percussion music is only about 15 minutes long, and so there's not as many pages. But all music that we play in the classical realm is organized, the notes are organized on the score, and it helps all of us who are the conductors figure out what instruments need to happen, when, where, how loud, how soft, how fast, how slow, and it helps the orchestra go in a coordinated manner. The musical score.
you.